Hey, it's Gil. I'm back again with another vinyl posting. I'm not too sure how long I'm going to be able to, when the next time I'm going to get a chance to do this, so I thought I'd do this one, and this would be a good one to sit for a little while, because I want to do some other video stuff as well. But I saw the vinyl tag that people have been doing, and I thought I'd post my own vinyl tag, so you'll be able to see the list below of the questions that I ask if you by chance see this and want to do it yourself. So, right, first question is how many records do you own? Well, my collector's database says it said 850 something, though I don't think that's correct, just because I have gotten rid of some other ones. So it's more than I thought it would have been, because I had a bunch of records when I was younger and sold a bunch. My buddy Emma said, "Oh, you're going to regret this someday," because he got a bunch from me. And yeah, he's right. I totally do. But whatever. Live on. Next one says, what kind of record player do you have? Well, as I mentioned in my other video, I got a Technics direct drive Quartz SL Q200 with the Art of Home cartridge. This one says, how old were you when you started collecting? I can't really remember a time I wasn't buying records, so I mean, like, probably 3 or 4. Ever since, I remember my first record player. I remember taking records to kindergarten for show and tell. Remember my kindergarten teacher said I was the first person in kindergarten to ever show a Kiss record, Dressed to Kill, in kindergarten, and was the last. so it's been a long time. Next question. What is the oldest record you own? Well, probably the oldest one that I own, I'm not really too sure, but this is the one that I could probably find here, would be Light and Lively Background Music compilation album, 10-inch. I think it came out in 1952. That's probably the oldest one that I got. But since it is background music, I was thinking, well, let's see if we can give it a try. Yeah, so hopefully I'll maybe let that play and see if YouTube, it should be all right. I mean, it's been 50 years ago. This is a great album, though. I really do enjoy it. It's light and lively. Anyway, what's the first record that you have? What's the first record you ever got? Well, funny to say, I still do have the first record that I ever got. First record I got was the best of Guess Who, probably when I was 3 or 4, Christmas before, like, whatever that was. I'm not too sure. I remember I got the Guess Who, and I got a Sesame Street album, Brother Cook and Pete Seeger, I think. I don't have the original one of that anymore, but I do have a copy of that. But I still have the original one of my Guess Who record. It's very embarrassing, but at the same time, I kept it for sentimental value. So you could see all the drawing and mess on it. And get a good look at this. If you want to see a well-loved album, that would probably be the one. See that there? It's pretty nasty. Yeah. Well, there's that. What is the first record you got with your own money? Well, there again, that's a hard one. I'm not really too sure. I think the earliest one I do remember buying with my own money that, money was given to me, I think it was like for Christmas money or birthday money. I do remember getting Iron Maiden's Number of the Beast when I was 8 or 9. But unfortunately, I don't have it on vinyl anymore. I mean, it was one of the ones that I got rid of. In fact, I don't have any Iron Maiden on vinyl anymore, unfortunately, except for a picture record of Peace and Mind, which I never bought the picture disc. That just sounds horrible. Anyway, but you know, Number of the Beast, probably the first one, but that doesn't really count. So the next one that I could remember that I bought like next year, Christmas money and so forth, was Yngwie Malmsteen's Rising Force. I remember buying this when I was 13 or something like that with Christmas money. Oh no, I guess I would have been 12. That's one of my earlier ones that I remember getting anyway. I don't really know. I really don't know. Let's see. What is your favorite colored vinyl? Well, probably I don't have much colored vinyl, but my favorite one would be the Northern Pikes Big Blue Sky. The reason I love it is because it's the blue. The blue of it is just beautiful. As you can see there. It's a beautiful blue. It's just fantastic. And this is I got this album. It's got the hole punch in it because when it came out, I actually won this record, either from a radio contest or something like that. I got it in 1987. So of course, since it was a promo, it was punched. So, okay, what's the next one here? The next one says, what's a discount album that you own? Discount album that I own would be Cash Cows. As you can see, it's the an album for the price of a 45 single. And this is it's a Virgin Records compilation album, and this was kind of like Drew brought me to a lot of the music and why I listen to a lot of the 80s stuff and why I'm a huge XTC fan and that. Also, my brother had a lot to do with my music influences when I was younger. But yeah, the Human League is on here, Flying Lizards, Martha and the Muffins, Captain Beefheart, Magazine, Japan, Nash the Slash. It really is, to this day, is still a compilation album I love listening to. Oh, what's your prized possession? What's your prized possession? Probably my most prized possession is, it's kind of like a tie. It's either these are my most prized possessions. Look People's Small Fish Big Pond and Kick-Axe's Rock the World. And the reason they're really prized to me is because I got this album in '86 when it came out. Like, I was 13, and I saw them. It was probably the third or fourth time I saw them live. They played here a lot because they were from Regina. So when I saw them on this, when they were supporting this album, I got to meet the band and got it all autographed from them. So it's been really a prized possession all my life, actually. So I still love that. And then of course with the Look people, it's the same thing. Got to meet all of them, and they came here a fair bit, and I listened to them a lot. And so yeah, huge Look people fan, huge Kick-Axe fan. I'm just a huge fan of music. So, record by a female artist. It would be Jane Sibrey's solo album. She's my favorite female artist of all time. I have everything by her. Actually, no, I don't have her last one yet. I'm gonna get it sometime, but yeah, I have this one. This is her first album. I think this is the original. Original Street Records pressing. Yeah, love it. So that would be that one. Okay, a record by my favorite band. Well, it would be the Beatles, and of course, obvious choices would be like, Capitol Records' version of Rubber Soul and or Revolver and that. But actually, as of late, I decided to choose this one, which is the Beatles' Love. I can listen to this album a lot. I really love the mixes on it, and it was a whole new experience listening to it. You know, when you listen to Beatles songs that you know in the back of your head so much. I know a lot of Beatles aficionados would disagree with me on this one, but I really like it album. I think it's really good. So, oh, well, I guess it's time to turn the record over. Okay. Now, so an impulse buy. I'd say my latest one would be Marco McMinn, Miniman, and I never actually heard his name pronounced. I think I did, but it doesn't matter. Anyways, it's Above the Roses. He's an awesome drummer, and the reason I picked this album up is when he was playing with he normally plays with Mike Keneally and Brian Beller, and they were Joe Satriani's band on the last tour that Satriani did when they came through here. So they were selling this album at the concert. So I decided, like, I didn't know anything about it, didn't hear any of solo stuff, but I kind of thought, well, drummer of Joe Satriani, how bad could it be? Wow, it's awesome. If you got Spotify, try to find it, spin it. A gift. The one that probably comes to my mind would be, I don't remember how old I was, but I remember one Christmas, my brother got the Cars first album, and my sister got an ABBA Greatest Hits album, I think. And then I got Boney M, Oceans of Fantasy, and to this day I still listen to it. It's fantastic. I actually like this one more than Night Flight to Music. Night Flight to Music. Night Flight to Venus. I like this one more than that. Tongue in my brain. They don't like each other a lot. All right. Most played record. Most played record probably would be Suspended Animation by the Monks. That would be my easily most played record, because I listen to this at least every couple of months, at least, a lot of times. I mean, I listen to it in the car, I have it on CD, I have it on vinyl, I listen to it a lot. Bad Habits is also one of the two that I listen by these guys, and it's I can't get enough of it. Obviously I can't. I mean, I've been listening to it all my life, so. But yeah, Suspended Animation, the Monks. All right, a rarity. See, now, rarity, wouldn't really be good at that, because I don't really know what's rare, what isn't. I buy records, I listen to them, and I just enjoy them. That's how I look at it. I don't look at the value of them. I don't look at how rare one is or anything like that. But I guess one that comes to mind would be, this is the only one I could really think of, would be a Metallica bootleg I have called Weed Killer and Sugar. I guess I just thought of that one because it was a bootleg, and I remember picking it up going, when I was, huge into Metallica. I still am huge into Metallica. That last album is fantastic. But anyways, yeah, I picked this up, actually it says right there, 1988 I bought it. And it was colored vinyl, so let's see there. So yeah, I guess 88, that's going on. Is that going on 30 years? Oh, holy man. That's nuts. 88. I bought it for $25.98 too. Oh well. Don't listen to it very much. It's not a very good quality recording, of course. Bootlegs, right? Okay. Rainy Day album. Rainy Day album probably be Iron and Wine and Ben, the guy from Iron and Band of Horses. Ben Birdwell. Or Bridwell. I always want to say Birdwell. It's Bridwell. Ben Bridwell. Like I said, brain, names, mouth, doesn't work. I just listen. But yeah, they do. This is a album of their favorite cover songs and so forth, and it's fantastic. I really like the version that they do of Talking Heads. This Must Be the Place. It's pretty good. So, but anyways, this would be my Rainy Day album. Acoustic, fantastic. And I guess when I'm wanting a feel-good album, the first thing that popped in my mind for a feel-good album would be They Might Be Giants' Lincoln, with my favorite song of all time from They Might Be Giants, Anna Ing. So, and of course, this whole album is it's a feel-good album. They Might Be Giants is one of the bands I listen to when I am feeling down all the time. Or when I just love listening to them all the time, because they make me feel good. So I noticed when I was editing this that I missed one, a nostalgic album. Would be Goofy Greats. It's one of my K-Tel. I got a kind of an affection for K-Tel records for some reason. It was, back in the day, that was the way of finding out, new music in my younger years, because you could buy a record for whatever it was, $5 or whatever. You could get like 24 songs on it. So, it's kind of like the thing to get. So yeah. So anyways, this would be my nostalgia when I'm feeling a little nostalgic. A record store day purchase. There's a couple, but the one that pops in my mind the most would probably be Frank Zappa and the Mothers of Invention, My Guitar, and Dog Breath Variations. My Guitar Wants to Kill Your Mama. It's a 1969. It's I believe it's like a release, but it's the single versions from the original masters. And of course, that one is on a green vinyl of some sort. So it's really good. It's like a green brown. Maybe it's to emulate the snot that Ronnie and Kenny would put on the window, I guess. I don't know. And then I guess a recent purchase, probably would say this one was one of my more recent purchases, is the Lennon box set. It's a fantastic album, of course. Album of albums. And everything you need from Lennon. That's it. So, and I love it. All right. So I guess that's about it. There we go. Well, thanks for spinning some background music with me and going through my 20 questions. And catch you on the flip side. But probably the one that I would love, just a record with this newer. Oh, this is gonna have to get edited. Okay.